What's up, people of the world? My name is Jay, and welcome to another edition of Sleight of Hand 101. Today we're going to be working on a very beginner-based card trick, informally known as prediction. So grab a deck of cards, and let's begin. So for this trick, I'm going to riffle through the pack like so with my thumb, and I just want you to call stop at any point that you want. Now my goal, and this sounds like a pretty ridiculous goal, is to be able to predict the card that you're going to choose when we say stop. And that gives me a 1 in 52 chance, so my odds are pretty limited. But we'll see what happens, okay? So let's actually, before we get started, let's give it a shuffle. Kind of mix the cards around here. And how about one more fancy cut? Excellent. So the cards are completely randomized. And let's get to the prediction. So, I just want you to say stop. Right there. See, the card that you chose was the Jack of Clubs. Am I wrong? Nope. Okay. Now, it seems pretty unrealistic. So, let's try it again, but this time I'm going to predict the card that you're going to choose before we actually choose it. So, let's give it another cut here. All right? So the card that you're going to choose when you say stop is going to be, the 7 of Diamonds. Let's go with that one. Okay? So here we go. See what we got. Let's see how that's done. Now before we get into the tutorial for the prediction, I ask, and it's not 100% necessary, but can really enhance this routine, that you learn the Swivel Cut Flourish and the In the Hands Riffle Shuffle. Now if you don't know the Swivel Cut Flourish, I'll put a link right there, so go ahead and click there. And if you don't know the In the Hands Riffle Shuffle, I'll put a link down there. So click on those videos, learn those, come back, and we'll get started. Now this is a pretty simple trick, and it's very easy to master, and all you need, there's no setup, all you need to do is know what the bottom card is. This is the card that you are going to predict is their card every single time. So you don't want it to be the same every time, obviously. That's why we're going to do cuts and shuffles, because if you want to do this over and over and over again, because once or twice might be fun, but if you can predict their card 10 times, 20 times in a row, it's going to astound them. So, like I said, you don't want to just be looking at the bottom card all the time. They're going to wonder what's going on. You also don't want them to see the bottom card. So that is why you do you can do this and keep their card down there or know what it is. Now, if that's too flashy or if they see what the bottom card is, this is why the Swivel Cut Flourish comes into play. Because if you can do the Swivel Cut Flourish, when you take the bottom pack right here, and you turn to do the swivel of this card, you can get a glance at that bottom card. So let's say the bottom card is going to be the 6 of Spades. Watch. If I go slow on this next part, there it is. Get a quick glance at it. You do your Swivel Cut Flourish real quick. They don't see a thing. You see the bottom card. You're ready to go. You know what you're going to predict for them. Like I said, that's why I highly recommend you learn those two things. Maybe not so much the In the Hands Riffle Shuffle, but definitely the Swivel Cut Flourish. If you don't want to learn those things, then just make sure they're distracted, peek at the bottom card, and go. Now here's how you actually perform prediction. So, you're going to give a very light incline here on the cards. I honestly have no idea why, it's just how I do it, and so I'm going to teach you that way. You have that slight incline. Now if you hold the cards in your left hand, you're going to use your left hand to hold the cards in the trick, and vice versa with your right hand. So, make the slight incline. You're going to position your fingers like so. You've got your pointer and your middle over here, pretty much on the edge, not necessarily on the corner, but very close on the edge. And your thumb is keeping the cards stationary in the back. Now instead of actually holding the cards straight up like this, because you don't really give them a whole lot of space to see what's going on, you want to rotate your hand just a little bit counterclockwise like so that you can open up and let them be able to see that you're obviously riffling through the cards with your thumb. Now, I used to teach it where it was just straight up, but obviously that's not very visual. So like I said, open it up. You're still in the same position, you're just rotated at an angle. Pointer and middle and thumb all on the edge, giving you enough space. Now, with your other hand, the opposite hand, you're gonna hold your 3 fingers on the bottom. This is what you're gonna use to pull this card, okay? Your pointer finger is going to rest kind of near the top, almost making a V with your 2 pointer fingers. The reason you're doing this is so that you can establish a nice, square up with your pointer finger. It'll square up the cards with you. If not, it's gonna look all jumbled up sometimes, like this. With your pointer finger, you can just relax it. Just chilling up top like this while your 3 fingers are on the bottom like this. And you can keep a nice square. And you're gonna square it up also with the back of your palm right here. So you're using those as your square up points. Okay, so you know their card, or you know what you're going to predict. You open it up. You're gonna use your thumb on top. While these 3 fingers are down here, your pointer finger's here, your thumb is what's going to be riffling through the pack like this. You don't need to have a whole lot going on. You don't need to expand out that far. Just riffle through enough so they can see. And what you're doing is when they say stop, you're pulling the bottom card with your fingers. Just like that. So that no matter what you do, you show the card that you predicted. Now, say you're going to predict the 10 of diamonds. Open it up, got your finger placement. These 2 fingers don't matter at all. Thumb, 3 fingers on the bottom, pointer finger resting to create the nice square up. You say stop whenever you want. They say stop. You tear off like this. Now what I like to do is tap the cards together, because then you get a nice even square up, and when you rip it off and tap the cards, I don't know, for some reason it just sounds better, because then you don't just hear the sound of the rip of the bottom card. You're kind of distracted by this. Show them the square and show them their card. Like I said, it's super simple, extremely beginner. Riffle through. That's what it looks like on bottom. And what's nice is sometimes you get that stubborn kid who'll go all the way to the bottom, and if they do, you're there, you still win. So it's a win-win no matter what with this trick. It's a great one to perform in public. You can perform this at any single angle. It really doesn't matter. So that's prediction. It's very simple, and go out and have some fun with this one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you learned something. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out, and I appreciate it so much, guys. Make sure you guys check down low in the description box. You can see my Facebook fan page. That's where you can go and you can message me. You can check out photos, posts that people have had, posts that I've posted. You basically can stay up to date on all things J Nation. And I prefer it over YouTube comments, although I will respond to YouTube comments. I respond a lot quicker and longer and more efficiently on the Facebook comments. If you don't have a Facebook, just stick to YouTube. And also make sure you guys subscribe to this channel, or you'll miss videos, and that would be terrible. So I'll catch you guys on the next Sleight of Hand 101.